Hello, guys.
Hey guys, what's up? What's happening? You got the King Games 98 here.
And Mr. Game Squatch.
Yep. And so, by the time this video goes up,
Episode 2 has already been out.
Of Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 7, the Bad Batch arc,
and Distant Echo.
Yep.
As far as Episode 2 being
was
out.
the second episode. Yep.
Yep.
And
you'll probably notice that Episode 1's been taking off of YouTube for copyright.
Well, the unfinished,
thanks, Disney.
The unfinished version.
Yes. Thanks, Disney.
Yeah. Thanks, Pioneer. So, like the previous video, this video is going to be a little analysis of the 4-episode Bad Batch arc and our little thoughts, feelings, opinions about it.
I'm already going to say right now, I love the Bad Batch arc.
Oh,
after seeing the unfinished episodes and the cringeworthy animations, I love the Bad Batch arc.
I loved it too. Yeah. It was freaking great. I mean, for those who don't know, I love clone troopers. I always loved clone troopers more than stormtroopers, so I thought this arc was great. I love the stories
behind some of them too, as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like the lost episodes with where they tried getting rid of the inhibitor chip of Execute Order 66.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
That was great storytelling.
Exactly.
Okay, so we'll first start off with talking about the Bad Batch.
Bad Act.
Yeah. So the episode starts out with Captain Rex, Commander Cody, Jesse, who's now an ARC trooper, and Clone Kix talking about how they believe the Separatists have acquired Captain Rex's battle algorithms
and tactics and stuff like that.
Yeah, and so they inform
Mace Windu.
They inform Anakin Skywalker and Mace Windu about it, and then Captain Rex gets to thinking, who else knew about my battle tactics and algorithms? Why can't I say that? And
now you know how I feel.
I know, and he can only come up with that himself, Echo, and Fives were the only other ones that knew about his battle algorithms.
And being that Fives and Echoes are dead, I should say, except for the plot twist of the century. Disney don't let shit stay dead.
Nope.
No.
Palpatine. Yeah. So, basically, their plan of attack is they want to go behind enemy lines to infiltrate this separatist. I'm going to call it lookout, because that's kind of what it seemed like.
Kind of communications tower type thing of their base.
Yeah, that.
Because they're trying to figure out if they can hack it and see if they can wipe the memory of like what algorithms and shit they have and how they're getting it.
They decide that they want to just take a small squad of clone troopers, and Commander Cody goes right to Clone Force 99, aka the Bad Batch,
which has 0% mortality rate and 100% success rate. Going in clutch.
I absolutely love the Bad Batch with the leader Hunter,
Wrecker, Crosshair, and Tech. All of their name kind of respectively tell you what their abilities, their mutations are.
And then I thought it was so cool how they both, how all four of them, their abilities,
they sort of counterpart each other. Like they play off each other.
Exactly.
Like Tech and how he can calculate things so fast and give exact measurements and distances to Crosshair, who can give exact shots and never freaking miss.
Yeah.
Along with Wrecker, who can then provide cover by destroying shit, or at least giving them cover fire, and being a heavy himself with machine guns, and then Hunter just going full freaking Rambo with his goddamn knives. Yeah. I want to know what the hell his knives made out of to be able to slice through droids.
That was so freaking cool, though.
Yeah. It's all badass.
Oh, it is. It is absolutely. So, Commander Cody calls them in for this mission. They get on a Republic gunship. They're flying over. They get shot down. They fight some battle droids, blow them up in the coolest friggin' way possible. Then, in the crash, Commander Cody gets trapped in the wreckage of the gunship. He, I guess, gets knocked out and is then has to be carried because he can't walk.
With Wrecker, who just yeets the goddamn gunship out of the way.
Yeah.
Just picks up the whole thing as it's burning and just yeets it away. and then uses the door for cover as they are ambushed by half a freaking army of droids.
That seems,
and spider droids and tanks.
That seems just great.
It was great way to kick off the season.
Oh, absolutely. Dave Filoni, you know what you're doing.
I'll pretend who I know who that is.
Supervising director.
Okay.
And he also did Rebels too.
Okay, I didn't know that. I just know John Williams is the musical score of it.
Yep.
I love the John Williams memes.
So there's a forest not too far from where they crashed. They set up base there. The following day, they infiltrate the outpost. And actually, the first one they go to isn't the actual one they were targeting, but it was another one. And then the next one they go to is the one that they were actually planning on infiltrating. And they get in there, blow shit up, kill droids, blast more droids, and then Tech and Captain Rex go to this communications room. Tech hacks it, and he finds the battle algorithms that Captain Rex uses.
But it turns out it's actually communications from another planet by somebody.
Yeah.
And as they're doing the playback and trying to hear it, it sounds familiar, and obviously, as you can first tell, sounds like a clone.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. And then they ask him, "Who are you?" And he refers to himself by his clone number, which
was like CT47019 or something.
Something like that. Whatever it is, which is Echo's number.
Yeah, and
that's when Captain Rex is like, "It's Echo."
Yeah, he instantly knew that. And then boom. That was episode 1. That's how it ends.
Yes. And then
Episode 2,
a distant echo. Clever wordplay from 5 years ago when they first made these.
Yeah.
And never finished them.
Nope.
Which I'm actually kind of sad now that I found out that season 7 and season 8 were actually already planned and written before they canceled it after season 6.
Yep.
So it kind of sucks. But you know what? Hey, with any luck, George Lucas, come back and let Disney just give you the reins and make this shit tough. Anyway,
you want to talk about Distant Echo?
I think you were doing a good job.
Okay.
I like adding in details.
Okay.
I don't do good starting stories. I just add to the fire.
That works for me then.
I suck at starting fires. I just like adding to them.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So Distant Echo. After finding out this information that Echo is possibly still alive, Anakin Skywalker, Captain Rex, and the Bad Batch take the Bad Batch's shuttle to... What was the name of the planet?
I completely forget. Some neutral
Rainbow
planet.
Vista? Is that it?
No. Whatever it was.
Yeah,
it was a neutral planet that has no place in the war, but for some reason has these separatist generals that claim they are actually neutral, and they're like kind of like the banking clan, where they're on both sides just trying to make money.
Yeah.
But it's the same guy who made the tanks earlier in like
Watt Tambor. Yeah.
So as you see him, like I said, driving most of the tanks and shit.
So they land on the planet, and they don't know that much about the planet other than
they didn't even know the natives' tongue because they were so primitive.
He's very primitive.
It's kind of funny because they're sitting there, and it's like, well, all I have in my intel is that these natives are here, and it's just like, yeah, sure, it's primitive people. It's like primitives being kind. It's like, well, what do you mean? In my intel, I have these savages that worship flying reptiles. Yeah. And it's like, flying reptiles? What the hell is he talking about? That in the freaking front of the ship, it's like, I think that's one of their gods. But anyway, back to the main story.
So they land, and the locals, which I don't even remember what they're called.
I don't either, and they just look like giant red sticks.
Yeah. And their flying reptiles attack the ship, and then
they take Anakin.
He drops his lightsaber, and Rex picks it up.
Which I was fully expecting Rex to use it or something, which would have been bad.
That would have been wild. That would have been really cool.
But anyway, so then freaking Tech and Hunter make a pro gamer move, is what we say, and Tech shoots a grappling hook, lands it on the back of this reptile's tail or whatever, wraps it, and then Hunter just takes it, and it's like, where are you going? He's like, going for a ride. Yeet! Right up there.
So Hunter then leads the rest of the team to where the creature took Anakin, which was like a little village, and then they all meet up there. They do not.
They don't fight,
shoot, or kill any of them.
They manage
because
tech manages to translate what the people are saying,
and they talk to them peacefully.
Yep, and tell them where to go and all that. So they end up finding this other base, which holds, where the transmission of where possibly Echo is coming from.
Yeah.
And so when they get there, they're fighting all these droids, which weren't even actually real battle droids. Actually, they were different. They could fly.
They were weird.
Like, they had these, weird, kind of look like wingless arms, like a chicken wing strip.
Yeah.
Just hanging in their backs, you know? And then just, with, two separate heads, as, one thing. But they spoke like battle droids.
Yeah.
They didn't have anything. And unlike some of the other unfinished episodes, they didn't have their name labeled on them from, instead of saying Security Battle Droid A or something, it didn't say anything, so we don't know the official name of them.
No idea what they're called.
But either way, they look cool. I'll admit it.
It was different.
They look different.
It was different, yeah.
So, anyway, so they're blasting around and shit.
They're in the base now. They pick up again on Echo's
signal. But they actually lost it at one point, too.
Oh, they lost it
like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
But it was only because they thought that it was atmospheric interference.
Yeah.
Then when they get inside, they lose it again.
Yep.
And then they realize it's because the signal only comes when they send out a transmission.
Mm-hmm.
So then they use that to track it. They find this big cryogenic chamber. Lo and behold, here comes Echo, not dead. With Darth Maul mechanical legs.
Yep.
Pretty much a mechanical spine, these little nubs in his head, which all are connected by wires.
Yeah.
And a stump arm that just connects like a droid's...
right arm.
Yep, his right arm just connects like a droid's, port thing.
Basically, it's only from his chest up, and his left arm is all that's
That's all that's left.
Original.
Yeah. Even then, it still has this spider-looking thing in his chest.
And
so... And it seems like they kept him in coma state as well.
Yeah.
Because when they took him out, he was still attached to the wires, but Captain Rex takes him down, sits him down, and you can see his eyes are going back and forth.
And he was almost delusional.
Well, he was still in the moment of I need to get out of the Citadel.
Yeah.
I need to protect Rex, and then Rex is like, it's me, and he's like, what the hell happened? And he has no idea where he's at, nothing. But then, by the next episode, miraculously is able to get up, walk, and can talk normal and get them out. And he knows the schematics of the whole place because I've been here forever and suddenly recollects. Maybe they'll clear that up when they finally finish the episode. But that brings us into episode 3.
Yeah, because basically that's how episode 2 ends. And then that brings us into episode 3, which I believe was, the name of the episode was On the Wings of Kiradax.
I forget, honestly.
Whatever those flying creatures were.
I didn't pay attention, so I didn't pay attention to that. I just hit play and that's it.
So basically, they're in the process of escaping the Separatist base now that Wat Tambor was holding Echo captive.
Yes. And they end up trapping them in the room that Echo was at.
Yep.
Actually, and so because obviously they surrounded him and there were only 6 people. Well, Anakin actually split off to go find Trench. No, he didn't.
Not yet.
Not yet. Next episode. Sorry, spoiler. So total of 6 people out of against 1,700 possible droids and shit.
Yeah.
Along with this new device that apparently whatever his face developed, and it was testing, which was a organic matter destroyer.
Yeah.
And which was. As terrible as the graphics were, it still looked pretty badass.
Yeah,
because it was they took one of the scouts that helped them get to the facility and sent out this laser shit, that zapped all around like lightning and shit.
Yeah.
And then it scanned all the droids, and then it came to the organic matter. One tentacle found it, then the other tentacles find it, and just disintegrate anything that's organic.
Yeah.
Which is pretty badass.
That was pretty cool. I will admit, yeah, that was pretty cool.
So anyway, they sealed up the room, and then, like I said, Echo suddenly can walk, suddenly can recollect where he's at, knows the whole cinematic of the building because he's been plugged into it forever, and shit, and so they end up getting through an exhaust port in the room, just as freaking they cut through the door, the organic dissolver comes through, scans the whole room, closes the door, and then it's like, up, they're escaped and all this shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, so then I'll let you take over from there.
Okay, so after getting out of the air vent, they now find themselves on a long, like, beam.
Kind of like a support beam between buildings.
Yeah, that's connecting, the two. And so they think, oh, we're going to make it across. No, of course not.
Nope.
You're never not. You're never going to. No.
Because I would say, here comes droids.
Yeah. So...
Surprise, surprise.
Then...
I work for Disney. I'm a Disney writer. Sorry.
Then...
He's tired.
A little.
He's sleepy.
Then they remember back that Tech records...
Tech remembers everything.
And records, like, all different sounds and noises. So he recorded the noise that the Kiridax made when they were calling to come help. So he plays that sound, and they actually come to the rescue. And so they kind of just jump on them in midair. And
because totally logic.
Oh.
Totally Disney logic.
Yeah. And
oh no, it's a perilous situation. How are we going to do it? Let's do this miraculous thing that would have never worked in the first place. Disney.
And so they ride the Kiridax back to the village.
And then we find out the fucking droids can fly. And they're shooting. Pew, 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 pew.
Yep.
Shooting back and forth. Get all the way to the village. One droid's like, fuck this. And just got back. And then it's like, well, shit. You brought the war to my village. I told you not to do that.
Yep.
They didn't really talk like that, but you know.
Yeah.
If we wanted to talk it, I'd be like, so
that was more of an accurate representation.
Yeah. So they have a big, huge gunfight. They fight off the droids.
Yep. They blow up the droids. They blow up the big spider droids.
Yep. The big spider. Yeah, they had the big spider droids. Remember when Asajj Ventress rode one of those like a fucking skateboard down a building after Anakin and her were fighting on the side of it after he cut the leg and it's falling off and it's that giant like headed octopus with like 3 or 4 legs. Yeah, they just toted 4 of those like it was a mosquito.
Yep.
So yeah, and they obviously effortlessly destroyed them and shit, and they made allies with the natives and all this after being neutral.
Yeah, and then they left, and that was pretty much the end of that episode.
Yep, which then leads into episode 3, where for the 4th episode, final episode of the arc. I keep saying 3 because I didn't see the unfinished one, the 4th one. So 4, the last episode of the arc, which was
Unfinished Business.
Yes, I couldn't remember that. So, and unfinished business. They're losing a battle on one planet on literally 12 different fronts.
Yep.
And if anybody knows World War II, 2 is enough to lose a war. So, and let alone 12. So, Germany,
oh my God,
listen up. So anyway, they're trying to think of how are they going to be able to do this. Well, here comes Echo out of nowhere like, I have an idea. And Captain Rex like, bro, chill. It's like the Gillette commercial, just like, yo, hold up. He's like, no, I was in there. I know what to do. If we go to this giant, like, warehouse stronghold type thing and fight our way out of it instead of getting into it, we can take it down and all this shit. Go in. Mace Windu, Obi-Wan goes in, and then...
Well, it was Admiral Trench's ship.
Well, no, they did both, remember?
Windu
and Obi-Wan went into this warehouse thing.
That's right.
But then where they actually transmitted signals and shit was Trench's ship.
Yeah.
And Captain Rex and the Bad Batch and Echo and Anakin went up into the ship. And when they were going up there, Echo disguised this ship that they were driving as, made it send codes and clearances as a droid transport ship.
That was awesome.
That was pretty cool,
That
except
was
that just
awesome.
goes to show how stupid the droids are, because it shows up on screen as one of those. It looks like an Imperial shuttle from, like, episode 3 or episode 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
And so anyway, and then it just, oh yeah, no, it's actually a droid ship. Okay, come on in. And so they do that. Send the code because they requested, what should we do? Trench is like trying to ask for tactical advice and asks them, and he's receives it. They change the code to where it sounds like it's coming from the planet they were just on, and then receiving it, saying, send all your droids. Just dump them all into this one area, overflow them, you'll kill them. It'll definitely work. But the whole secret of it was, though, that Echo is actually trying to tell them the wrong plan to do, so that it actually gives them an advantage, because Echo actually can have a EMP, electrical magnetic pulse, that can disable and destroy all the droids at one shot. So Trench falls for it, sends all the droids into it, and Mace Windu and Obi-Wan are like, what the shit? Because they told him, it's like, okay, we got a plan. Why are they sending more droids?
Yeah.
It's okay, we got a plan. So they destroy all the droids. Well, lo and behold, hey, there's actually a bomb by the fusion reactor of the freaking warehouse thing. That's about to go off in about 10 seconds, which takes about a minute and a half, actually. Yeah. So.
Logic.
Yeah. And just as they're trying to decode it, Trench realizes they're actually on the ship and shocks Echo and almost pretty much kills him. I thought he was going to kill him because why not bring back somebody who was dead and actually kill him again?
Yeah.
But they didn't. It just knocked him out.
Yeah.
And so Anakin goes to persuade Trench into trying to give him the code to finish it, because they were only one number off, as Mace Windu is standing point blank by it, trying to do force shit to do it through the ray shield to move the things or whatever.
Yeah, he couldn't actually get to it because it was ray shielded.
Yes. So, lo and behold, Anakin tries to persuade Trench by having him at lightsaber point, and Trench is like, oh, you'll never be able to do that. The little click. Your honor of a Jedi will never permit you. And he's like, he just freaking slices off the only 4 mechanical arms that he had, not his organic ones, his mechanical ones, and goes, I don't have that moral compass. You will give me that code. And then they get the code and all this shit. Well, then Trench tries to zap Anakin real quick with his freaking cane.
Yeah.
And Anakin just goes, oh, you bitch! And then right through Trench's chest with a lightsaber.
Yeah. And
just kills him. I'm like, come back from that, bitch.
So it's like Admiral Trench is dead now.
He's gotta be fucking dead.
He's not coming back.
Disney, let him stay dead. I hated that goddamn villain, okay?
Although I will say, I thought he was a good villain.
I guess, but I mean, he didn't play that big a role to me.
Oh,
it's not like Grievous or Dooku.
Or
even Ventress.
No.
Ventress had so much more character development.
So anyway, that was basically the whole Bad Batch 4-episode arc summed up.
I liked it.
Oh, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I can't recommend this enough to Star Wars, the Clone Wars fans.
Especially the ones who just have to know everything.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to go on that tangent again.
No.
My blood vessel in my eye.
Yeah, no.
Don't you dare touch my titty again. On camera, too. I will ruin your life in 35 years when you're trying to be successful. I'm claiming sexual harassment right now, future me.
Oh, my God. I'm glad that
you didn't touch my titty.
Oh, my God. I'm glad that I watched all 4 of the Bad Batch episodes unfinished.
I like that we got to watch the finished ones as well and do side-by-side comparisons.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad that we got to watch them unfinished and now, the Disney Plus finished.
Yeah, I'm actually liking that Disney is finishing them off.
I know.
Instead of letting them just collect dust on YouTube.
Because,
just like there's turbulence in the vacuum of space.
Yeah.
Collecting dust on YouTube.
Yeah. Go fucking figure.
I just hope they use the Crystal Crisis as well. Somehow fitting that into...
I would like to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, but then again, you probably wouldn't have expected Bad Batch to be in there either.
I mean, that's true, but you know what? I'm glad that they took that 4-episode arc and must have really liked it enough, or I guess the reception from the fans was that they liked it enough that they chose to finish and, produce those 4 episodes, because them compared to the unfinished versions, it's so much better.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
I mean, they do change things as well. It's
They
not
do.
It's not like they just put better detail into it and slap it onto Disney Plus.
Yeah.
There's things they changed, like in episode 2, the distant echo.
Yeah.
In the very beginning, when they're getting on the ship, Anakin kind of sees some nose paintings, like how you see like on a B-52 bomber with a girl. Freaking Padme.
It's Padme.
It's Padme sitting there.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What is that?" And it's like, "Oh, it's nothing. It's it's our favorite
Naboo senator.
our favorite Naboo senator." and freaking Wrecker's just like, "She could data check me any day." And Anakin's like, "I'm gonna break his fucking neck." It's like, if only these motherfuckers knew.
That scene was great.
It was great, but then the rest of the episode, you never seen the art on the thing because they never rendered it again. But then in the actual episode, when we watched
Disney
it,
Plus,
they removed that scene entirely.
They took it completely out.
Never had any drawing on the ship or anything. Took it completely out. And also, when Obi-Wan came and interrupted Anakin and Rex talking, in the unfinished one
version,
they interrupted it, and like Rex was like trying to tell him pretty much, "Fuck the council, I'm doing this because I'm trying to save my men."
Yeah.
But in the actual episode, it was Anakin was trying to sneak off into Rex's barracks to talk to Padme.
Yeah.
And Rex is kind of standing at the door awkwardly,
kind of like keeping watch.
And he was awkward as fuck. This is
shit.
He reminded me in freshman year of high school.
That was so funny how he was just standing there.
And then freaking Obi-Wan walks up and he's like, "Rex, where's Anakin at?" And he's like, "Oh, he's around," pretty much. And he's like, "Why is he in your barracks?" He's like, "He's spot checking my armor." And he's like, "Without you there?" And he's like, yeah." And then as he does it, he knocks on the door, and Anakin's like, "All right, I gotta go." And then he comes out, and he's like, "Oh yeah, here's your armor, here's your helmet. I fixed it for you." And shit, he's like, "Don't break it again," and whatever. And then, when they're walking away, Obi-Wan's just like, as you probably see, Obi-Wan's just like, "Tell Padme I said hi." And it's just like, and Anakin's just like, shit. Kind of like a scene from The Office where he's like doing it, he's just like that.
Exactly.
Just looks at the camera like, fuck.
Exactly, yeah.
But other than that, they didn't really change much in that episode, actually. It was still shot for shot.
There wasn't really a whole lot of changes. Now again, currently on Disney Plus, we only have the first 2 episodes out. The Bad Batch.
Bet you by the time
bet
you by like, obviously we're recording this on a Friday when they just came out with the episode.
Yeah.
Bet you by like Saturday or even Sunday, maybe when this video goes up, that second episode might be already copyrighted and down from YouTube.
It might be, yeah.
So if you didn't get to see it, we're sorry. But at least catch the other 2 if you really want to be a nitpicky little shit.
Unfortunately,
and a little nosy little shit.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing I could do about that because that's
copywriting.
That's way out of my jurisdiction.
Yep. Our jurisdiction ends at the camera. We post it, and that's it.
Yep.
Just like our government.
Yep.
We just exist.
Pretty much.
Anyway.
I absolutely love the Bad Batch
arc.
Too. I actually would say I like that one more than the Crystal Crisis on Utapau.
Yeah, this one was a lot more action-packed.
Oriented.
And it's definitely better to start off a season with.
Oh, absolutely. It was a hell of a way to start off the final season.
At least just the first episode alone was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
The second episode was like, until they found Echo. Then it's going to pick up again with those next 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So, but hey, you know what? I'm happy it's still there.
Oh, you know what? You know what? I'm just happy and grateful that we're getting a final and 7th and final season.
I wish they could have gone with season 8 as well. That they had already written 7, 8, as I probably said. I forget if I said that in the video already. But since they already written and animated 7 and written and started to animate 8 before they canceled it at season 6, I really wish they could have kept with it. But you know what? Hey, maybe they'll rename it from the final season just being Star Wars Clone Wars, and then it'll do with episodes or season 8 if George Lucas comes back and takes control again.
Maybe.
That'd be really cool. But one can hope.
Yep.
It's a new hope.
And for a Star Wars fan, there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Especially for Star Wars the Clone Wars fan.
Just like any recent Star Wars movie or anything that came out, we all had hope.
Yep.
I liked them. I liked the new trilogy as much as everybody shits on it, but we all had hope.
To each his own.
Yeah. Anyway, I was just happy alive. I'm just happy to be alive that I was, alive during this time
to be able to see it. Yeah.
Just like as our parents witnessed history, as they went and seen it in theaters in 76 or 77.
77. That's a good point.
Exactly. So you know what? I feel it.
Yeah,
fuck all you haters.
I absolutely love the Bad Batch arc.
That's right. We're still talking about the Bad Batch arc.
Yeah. Wow.
Anyway,
I would totally recommend it. I mean, regardless, the next two episodes in the arc are going to be up on Disney Plus within the following weeks. So regardless, you're going to still be able to see it. So
exactly.
So without further ado, that's going to wrap up this video. Thanks for watching, guys. This was really fun making this video and watching the unfinished and finished versions of these episodes. It was cool.
Yep. Now why don't we try and wrap this up so that I can evacuate my bowels and blow up Naboo again. Stay healthy, my friends.
Oh my god. Alright guys, this is going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.